Wow, that was a really fancy opening there that our producer Pat put together for us. Thank you, sir. That's the first time I've seen it. Very amazing race, like. So let me go around the horn here. We have Kaylani, who was on last season and lost her passport before she even got to LAX.
Yes.
She's going to be taking over the hosting duties for me in the next few weeks. We're just kind of going through exactly how it all works and all that stuff. So, and Eric Sanchez will be joining us next week. We have Dan over on actually my right, which I don't know which way it is, but I'm watching on Stickum. It's like up in the corner over there, right there, somewhere, I don't know. And then we have Louie, and I happen to be wearing my NYPD sweatshirt here, and Lou's wearing his cop uniform. So, you know, I think we have an alliance. We have a team for the amazing race here.
Yes, we do.
And I think Sandy's going to try to still come on in a little bit.
Yeah, she. I hope she makes it. This will be like a short and sweet. We have no video mail yet, so please, for next week, all you people watching, send in your video mailbag, and we'll get to those questions. Also, there is a little donate button on the website and on the page here. This is not cheap to put on with this video conferencing and the bandwidth and all that stuff. So if you can help us out, we would appreciate it. Okay, so we should just get right to it. And right off the bat, we're gonna do a little flashback from Big Brother with my favorite, love to hate, love to want to murder them couple, the most codependent couple I've ever seen in my life, Brendan and Rachel. Rachel running around the backyard of the Big Brother house, and I hope she does a better job running around in the Amazing Race. Let's run that clip real quick. Hey, she's going one way, she's coming back the other.
33?
Like 1 mile.
Oh, my Rachel!
Thanks for catching me.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah!
I think it was actually Jeff's crotch that caught her face from falling all the way in. So we're hoping that she does better on Amazing Race. Maybe, maybe not. So what's your first impression on the cast? Kaylani, take it away. Who do you like?
You know what? I really like Neri and Jamie, the federal agents, the 2 female federal agents.
There's a lot of federal agents in this cast. We got at least 2 teams. We have the Border Patrol that Brendan hates because you know, he's having like I know it's not flashbacks of the Border Patrol chasing him, but chasing his ancestors or something. I don't know what the hell that's like. You know, it's you know, like a wild animal. You know, it's being stalked or something. It's just, you know, ingrained in their genes or something. The Mexican gene makes them want to run from Border Patrol. I don't know.
It's a natural instinct.
I guess so. But there's 2 groups of federal agents, and we have some twins. Who do you liking, Dan? Who's your favorite? Like right off the bat, do you have a favorite?
It's always hard to tell in the beginning, just all the people. Something I did notice is a lot of all-male teams.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
In the past, they shied away from that because in the beginning, all the male, young, in-shape teams were winning every single time. So they said to themselves, "Oh, we can't have these guys on anymore." So they went away from that, and then they came back to it. They're like, "Okay, let's put 4 of them and see what happens." But I like the soccer player and his friend, the twins. They're from Arizona.
I like the twins, too.
Yeah, the twins don't even look like twins. I didn't even know they were twins. Maybe it's like they want to be so different from each other, so one grows his hair long and one keeps it short.
Yeah.
What about Mark and the Bopper? Come on, these are like the poor Louisiana guys. Then it's like, we really need the money because we're having a room together. You know,
it's so hard not to like them and all their little comments.
They want the Southern guys to come off as bumbling idiots, don't know the world. But, you know, the Southern people, they're very street smart. They, you know their way around, you know, the rural areas, and they're very heady. They don't have, like, maybe a ton of book smarts, but they, like, find things very well, good with navigation and things like that.
It'd actually be really nice to see, like, somebody that needs the money, to see them win, you know? Rather
I don't want to hear that shit. That was like season 10 or season 11 of Big Brother when Jordan won.
I agree with Kaylani. I agree with Kaylani. I remember the season after mine, Victor and Tammy won. I was like, okay, a guy who lives in Beverly Hills who's a lawyer is getting another $1 million. Awesome.
It's a competition. It's the best people should win. Louis, who's your favorites? And don't tell me it's got to be the law enforcement, right?
No, my favorites were Misha and Maya. They are gorgeous. I'm so sad to see them go.
I love those girls. They're so kicked back, though. They like.
What you mean they were? They're already gone.
Yeah, they're already gone. They're done. But no, the federal agents, they're pretty hot too. I like them. But what's the guy, the G.I. Joe guy and his wife?
You're talking about Rachel and Dave?
They're going to be a force to reckon with.
The blonde-haired Rachel, right? Yeah, she looks like she's going to be tough. I have a feeling she's a pretty tough competitor as well. They came in first, right? Yeah. They were the couple that came in first?
Yeah, they were.
We'll go back to Misa and, what was her name? Maya?
Is
it Maya? Yeah, we'll come back to them at the end of this and the end of their race, which is the goofiest, stupidest thing I've ever seen. We'll talk about it. It's like, Phil, where are you? Phil! But we'll get to that. The intros, Rachel's self-proclaimed famous, nobody comes between me and my man, so she has to throw in that, nobody comes between me and my $1 million. There's going to be a lot of Rachel bashing. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan, but that's why I'm here. Somebody has to do it.
Exactly. Well, it's kind of easy to kind of,
easy target. They make themselves an easy target. How did you like the fact that he said, we won Big Brother, and she goes, I won Big Brother.
I'm slightly starting to think that Brendan's a little fame whore, like an in-the-closet fame whore. He always says, I want to find a cure for cancer and go to school.
He said he's going to cure cancer, and that's where they're getting their money from. You don't believe that? I thought I heard crickets going on somewhere.
No, that's my phone, Sandy's text.
Well, it was damn good timing.
She's going to do it next week with us. Her computer wouldn't download the software.
Well, we'll have Pat work on that with her and get her in here with Eric, and we'll make it more of a party next week. So here's the thing that I've always had a problem with since they changed the rules on Amazing Race. What drives me out of my fucking mind is these people, like Misa and Maya were in the grape fields, in the vineyards, pulling down balloons for like 2.5 hours. And then you have everybody catches up with everybody else at the airport, or they catch up with each other at the train station or the bus station, because they don't want people finishing a day and a half ahead of everybody else like it was in the first couple of seasons. Right. But it's just, you got to be able to build a little bit of a bigger lead than that. That's just a bunch of crap. I mean, is it just me?
No, I agree with you. The airport aspect used to be a huge part of the race, and then just like you said, these teams created huge leads, so it became unexciting for viewers. So I can't complain too much because in my season, I finished second to last every leg. We made the finals because we knew every single time, we're going to just catch up. We're all going to be on the same flight. There was never a doubt that we were going to be on the same flight. So it was fun. It worked out for me, but I could say it'd be frustrating for people who consistently did well.
That's the one thing that's really annoying to me. What do you think, Dan? Or, sorry, Louis. Dan, just answer.
No, I do the Rad reality show Sunday night. I do my recap of The Amazing Race. I'm hosting it over there with Cherry and Paul. And that's when people call in, that's one of the biggest things. It's like, I hate when they catch up like...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's still everything else. I mean... It is annoying at times. It is.
Yeah, I think that they should let them build a little bit of a bigger lead.
How can you get several different planes for people and keep an eye? Because they do have their security that keeps an eye on us. It's like Big Brother. And it's tough. So, I mean, they got to,
See, what I heard,
one half dozen of the other. I'd rather be safe than anything.
Now, you guys can square me away on this because, you know, when you're involved in a show, you hear things about other shows and how they go with production and so on and so forth. Now, I've heard that the more uninteresting of the team, the fatter and slower your cameraman is. Is this true or is this not true?
Not true.
Not
true?
This is not true.
I've heard that from a few different people, and I figured it was true. But you have to wait for your cameraman. You can't leave him in the dust, right?
No, you can't. You have to get everything signed. Like, they have to, like, ask everybody, like, for a waiver to, you know, have them on TV. So ask them to sign this piece of paper. So you can't get too far ahead.
What a pain in the ass.
That's a key part of the race that obviously they'll never show is when to ask for help. If you ask every single person for help, it could take you 2 seconds, or the person could read every single word on the waiver. So you have to be very selective on when to ask. My always thing was I was trying to ask people as I was running past them, so that the cameraman maybe felt a little lazy and didn't want to go back there and ask. So I had you get the hang of it after a while, but you have to be very selective on when to ask for help because it could hold you up. You don't know how long it could hold you up.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. They take too long. It's just like, okay, never mind. I didn't ask him for help. Let's move along.
Exactly. Yep. We had in Bora Bora or whatever in Indonesia, like people were just like, oh, what is this for? What is this for? Like, and then they're sitting there telling them like what it's for, like not really telling them, but telling them that it's for a TV show. And it's just like, come on, let's get this going. Like, let's move. That just held us up so, like, on that last leg so much.
Yeah, I could see how that goes. I'm going to read some of the real quick some of the Twitter chat questions since I usually ignore the Twitter chats in my other recaps. Andrew J. Lampett says, "Who names their child Bopper?" And then he says, "Dan, pay attention. Stop watching the Kardashians." Hey, Kaylani, you look really cute tonight from Shijano. Hey, Dick, tell him New York Jets. Just listen to Lou on the Rad show tonight. He was still at work. Oh, you do it from the patrol car? Hold on a second. We got a 459 happening over to my left. Will Dick and his daughter ever do The Amazing Race? Absolutely not. Thank you. We won't even be doing Big Brother together again. I won't be doing it if she does it. They should use helicopters to follow the contestants. Well, then you're like, that would get very expensive, don't you think? It's not Survivor. They're not having the big hero shot from half a mile up where Jeff Probst is like, I'm standing here on a volcano, hanging out of the helicopter, introducing the people. Amazing Race and Big Brother are a little bit more low budget with smaller audiences than Survivor with the helicopters.
Dick, The Amazing Race puts a lot of money. I mean, when we did the scene in France where we had to crawl through the trenches, they said they spent over $1 million. They did that. That was where World War I actually took place in that area. And
is that like Normandy or something?
What's that?
Was that Normandy?
No, near Epinay in that area. I can't remember the exact area it was, but it was so cool that we heard stories. When they were digging up the fields, they found bones of a soldier with the tags on them. I mean, there's stories within stories with The Amazing Race, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet that would have to be pretty amazing. And some of the places that they go are pretty amazing. I can't even believe I just said that. I think that with Amazing Race, for me as a viewer, as a fan of the show, it's all of the worst parts of traveling. Just all of the work. You're always late. You're always late for your flight. You're running. You forgot your bag. You forgot your passport. I'm surprised that let's go back to last season real quick. You found your passport by Twitter followers, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, how did they let that happen? They go, we're going to fuck this up already?
I don't know. Like, it slid out of the car when, like, the cameraman, like, was getting out.
How'd you not see it? The cameraman sitting there with the camera looking at the ground, looking at you guys, looking at the ground.
That shot actually was a different passport because my passport has a sticker on it. So that was actually kind of added afterwards. But
no, here's mine. How many the security check stickers in the back of mine? I get the red flag all the time, whatever country I go into.
I don't even know where my passport is right now. I think I lost it again.
Oh, jeez.
Going to be going out of the country soon.
231.
Who was the one that made the comment? I can't even remember who it was, that said, every time Rachel laughs, my uterus goes into my throat.
Oh my gosh, I think that was Vanessa.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I love
hilarious.
that girl. I love that girl.
Think she watched Big Brother? Or you think that Rachel just annoyed the shit out of her right from the get-go?
You know what? It could probably be... any of those two possibilities are completely believable.
Either or. And it looks like Rachel gets in a big fight next week with one of the girls.
I think it's with that Vanessa girl, too. It looks
surprise, surprise. Now, you have some inside scoop on Rachel.
I do.
You were good friends, had a little falling out.
Well, no, we were best friends. I'm not saying that we're not friends anymore. Just, you know, it was one of those things. I mean, like, we originally wanted to run my season together, but we didn't know she was going to go back on Big Brother, and our seasons were filming at the same time. So I ended up running with the other girl that I ran with, and, you know, it's just...
Oh, I think we have Czechoslovakian Amazing Race guy here. Just a guess. Am I right?
We can't hear you.
This is why we come in early to get the microphones all adjusted. And we can't talk to him on the phone.
Hey, Dick.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, Louis.
So what did you think of last night? I mean, you know, the season premiere. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was one of the better ones. I really enjoyed it a lot. It
looks like it's just shaping up that it could be a good season.
Yeah. They look like a lot of good challenges, like a lot of the fun ones. I feel like last season for our first challenge, we had those umbrellas, and it was kind of like a guessing, like...
Well, the balloons was a guessing game.
Yeah.
The balloons in the vineyard was a guessing game, you know? It's just a matter of, you know, and I personally thought that Misa and Maya were, I'm like, these chicks, there's no way. They're like walking through the vineyard.
Oh,
like,
I know.
It's not in there. I'm like,
they're totally on vacation.
I'm like, oh my God, they ain't going anywhere.
It's really
I love them. They're adorable, though.
Go ahead, Dan.
Phil's face was priceless. Phil's face was priceless when they're walking into that area for the pit stop. And he's just like, he couldn't believe it. He was in disbelief. He was right
we're skipping to the end where they couldn't find Phil.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We can talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Go ahead,
I found it interesting. I just found it interesting as Amazing Race kind of historian because I've watched it. I was a fan before I was on it, so go figure. But how they're incorporating challenges before you get to the first place. You know, it used to be go run and get your stuff, get in the car, go to the airport. They're doing these free challenges now, which is just kind of been interesting that they've kind of like changed the format a little bit with challenges before you even leave. So I like it. I find it interesting that all the teams are young. They're all in their 20s and their 30s. So you have to figure it's going to be a very physical race. And then from last night, I just found it very kind of anticlimactic when they go skydiving and then go from something very extreme to making empanadas.
I agree with that.
You think that it should have been like reversed. You know what caught my eye with the empanadas was the flies. I'm sorry, did anybody else notice the flies? I'm like, this is outside. It's Argentina. It sounds like diarrhea to me.
I mean, Argentina is not even close to a third world country. It's a pretty, I mean, yes, they were in the countryside, but it's like a pretty Europeanized place. So it was pretty interesting that there was all those flies there.
When we finished
they were outside. Sorry, go ahead.
When we finished our leg in Argentina, They had steaks on the grill. It was the best steaks I've ever eaten in my life. And the empanadas and everything. It was good food. That's my opinion.
So I just wouldn't want Amazing Race people rolling my empanadas inside.
No, not so much.
And in the chat room we have, what does Evil Dick think of Erica Landon, who was on Big Brother 4 and Big Brother All-Stars, being a senior casting associate on this year's Amazing Race? Well, did Erica cast any one of you guys?
Yes, she cast me.
She cast you? She's been doing it and been recruiting for Amazing Race and Survivor for years. Actually, I think from the time she got off with Big Brother, that's what she wanted to do, was go into casting. And that's what she did. She's doing very well. And here's what I think of Erica being a senior, what the hell is it? Senior associate casting associate on Amazing Race this year.
Very cool.
Was I the only one that was hoping that Rachel's parachute was not going to open? Was that only me? That's all I could think about when she said, "Oh, and I'll drive, and Rachel, you get to jump out of a plane." I'm like, please, God, this is your chance.
I don't know, man. You want to have the show have some eye candy for at least a month.
At least, yeah.
I know, now that Maya and Misa are gone, yeah.
I don't know. I think I would rather see some roadkill than I can. I don't really consider Rachel. Rachel's always been nice to me. I get along with Rachel fine. I told this. And listen, anything that I say, I've said to these people's face. I have no problem saying to their face what I'm not saying behind their back as I'm broadcasting to the world. But even when I interviewed them in the backyard of the Big Brother house last season, I said, individually, outside of here, both of you guys are cool as shit. On television, I never want to see you on my television again. It makes me want to throw the remote control through the television. You both annoy the shit out of me. I just let them know.
I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to go on Survivor next.
There's never been a crossover to Survivor or to Big Brother from any other show. The only crossover is to...
Yeah.
I originally applied for Survivor. That's how I got picked for the Amazing Race.
They pull a lot of people from Survivor to the other shows. A lot of people on Big Brother, in my season, Jen, in my season, Nick. I think that even Dan, who won season 10, applied for Survivor a couple times, and then applied for Big Brother. So I think that they pull a lot of people. I think Survivor probably gets the most applicants.
Yeah.
And they don't go to modeling agencies like they do for Big Brother.
My opinion.
Well, this season it looks like a pretty cast for Survivor, so.
Why can't eliminated racers, this is Peddler, something like that. Why can't eliminated racers talk about being decoys in the later legs? Anybody have an answer?
No, I was never eliminated, so I can't comment.
Oh, see, that's like, people ask me how the jury house was. I said, I don't know. I've never been there.
me and Mike made it to 4th place, and when we got into San Francisco, they asked us to be decoys because the followers, the people who follow, the spoilers, they came along and they're watching you, they're snapping pictures of you. So they try to not give up who's the actual final 3.
Let me ask you a question. There's been more leaks than I'm trying to think of a terrible battleship, but it's not coming to mind. There's been more leaks on this show. Brendan and Rachel being on, the people going into LAX taking pictures. Is that a cat on his head? But taking pictures in the airport, why don't they make these people leave from somewhere besides LAX with TMZ stalking them out?
Save money. That's where their office is. They're going to fly from LAX almost every single time. It's the most economical way to do it.
They can fly them out of Burbank. They can fly them out of Orange County. It's not that. I mean, they're driving from Sonoma here.
Right.
Who is that in the corner? I can't see it.
Not a lot of international flights out of Burbank.
The Otev, he is the winner of Czechoslovakian Amazing Race.
And you know what OTEV spelled backwards is? They use it in Big Brother all the time. Veto.
Oh. You need sound.
OTEV, we are going to get your microphone worked out for next week so you can join us. But he is the winner of the Amazing Race Czechoslovakian edition. Do they race around the world or do they race around Czechoslovakia? It's not Czechoslovakia anymore. It's Czech and Slovakia, right? Sorry.
Czech Republic and yeah.
That's right.
I can't hear him.
Hey, Dick,
You can nod, yes or no. Or
It's just
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia, right?
No, there is no country Czechoslovakia anymore.
No.
The Czech Republic and Slovakia.
It's split in the 90s.
Where you been? You obviously didn't have to travel there. You were eliminated before that leg. I was talking to Kaylani. She's like,
What's that?
She's watching porn.
No, I was watching OTEV.
Oh, no, it's OTEV. It's OTEV.
OTEV.
Veto.
Oh, there is one point where I think it's Rachel, the other Rachel from the married couple, calls Rachel Shamrock from Rainbow Bright.
Oh, that's right. And did you have a shining example of that? Oh, here we go.
Totally. I don't know which one she actually looks like more.
But Rachel seems to try to bedazzle herself in every way possible. I think if the sun is shining right, she's going to end up blinding the other racers. She has to have as much sequence as she possibly can at all times.
Hey, Dick, before I sign off.
No, and we're back here and just next to me. Go ahead, Louis.
Thanks for having me this evening. Next time, hopefully, I'll be longer if you have me back.
No, absolutely.
I really much appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I leave, my best one-liner of last night's episode was, "My uterus is in my mouth."
I think it would have been funnier if her boyfriend said, "Your uterus is in my throat as well." Hey.
Hey, and one last thing, a shout out to Ron Talbot from Problem. I'm hoping
you cut out real quick, so you might want to repeat that because you did cut out. You talking about Rad Ron?
Ron Talbot from Big Brother.
Oh, Ronnie.
He's in the hospital. He's in the hospital with a heart problem. He went.
When did this happen?
Pneumonia. This is recent, very recent, like a couple of days ago. He went in. He thought he had pneumonia. They said you need to be admitted immediately. Something to do with his. According to Michelle Costa, he actually passed out or went unconscious. It was really bad. But I actually texted him this evening, and he texted me back, and he seems like he's doing the best he could. So he's in my thoughts and prayers. So
yeah, this is the first I've heard about it. I saw he was tweeting and stuff. He must be from the hospital bed. I'll have to give him a call and see how he's doing.
But all right.
And if he's feeling good, there has to be a joke in there somewhere.
Kaylani, love you, honey. Nice meeting you, brother.
Love you too.
All right, nice meeting you, Louis, and we'll see you next week.
Man. Peace.
All right, so we'll get to wrapping this up pretty quick, and we have a couple more questions. Somebody says Dick stole my joke. He says I wanted her uterus in my mouth. Dick stole my joke.
She's beautiful, that Vanessa girl. I like her a lot. I think she's gonna do well.
She is. Exactly.
Which one are you talking about?
Vanessa, the Vanessa and Ralph, the dating divorcees.
Oh yeah. I'm going to my CBS cheat sheet on my other computer as we're talking here. It's hard to keep them all straight, especially in the beginning.
Oh, I can hear. Oh.
Somebody's pussy's crying. We have uteruses in somebody's mouth, and Ronnie, the guy that cried. Ronnie was the nerd that everyone hated on season 10 or 11. Can't remember which one. Big Brother.
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you.
Can you guys finally hear me and Jeannie?
Oh, there he is. Holy shit.
I apologize for all the problems.
Oh, we should have realized that we could hear you when we could hear your cat meowing.
Sorry about that, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
I'm doing great. Did you guys get the chance to talk about who you liked and who you don't like on the show yet?
Yes, we did, but you're more than welcome to chime in. Who do you like?
Okay, cool. What I wanted to start out with, this is a little bit sentimental, but it comes from the heart, okay? I really like the clowns.
Oh, the clowns.
Okay? Yeah.
I would like the clowns a little more if they made the clowns wear face paint makeup the entire race. I would appreciate the clowns a little more. Yeah,
that's interesting that you say that.
As a matter of fact, I will wear this in honor of the clowns and my support of the clowns.
I love that. That's awesome. I'll just really quickly share why I like the clowns. Okay, number one, my old uncle Yakov Shlatov, he was actually like a clown in real life. Okay? He had really long curly hair.
Wait. Is this for real? Yakov Shlatov?
Yeah, that's his actually name, I know. He had really curly long hair. And he drank so much vodka that his nose looked like an Idaho red potato.
Does anybody have any doubt why Otev was cast on the Czech Amazing Race? I don't.
I don't either.
That's the thing, okay? Just really quickly, I'm nostalgic about that. But the truth is, the cool thing about the clowns is, during the race, at some point, they could pull out the bowling pins, maybe play a few lawn shots or something like that. Meanwhile, the players in the race are just sitting there going, oh, we're being entertained. This is pretty cool. We're taking a little break from the challenges. We're getting entertained. But the whole time, what they don't realize is that it's not that they're playing the game. It's that the clowns are playing them. They don't even realize the clowns.
I hope you're correct on this one.
That's something that I think would be really beneficial during the challenges.
I hope they honk one of their pants drop down and all this. You never know. They could drop their pants and a midget could come running out. But maybe the midget from Survivor. Oh, sorry, the little person that's on Survivor will come out of their pants and run around, do like a Chinese fire drill or something.
Like stop being a bad boy. So a couple of the other contestants that I like. Well, I kind of like the couple from Big Brother 12 because I'm looking forward to lots of tears and boogers and like heavy emotion. Because I like sitting. My thing that I like about reality TV is I can sit on my couch, comfortable, safe, and watch people go through all kinds of trauma. It's so funny.
and then come here and talk all kinds of shit about them.
Yeah, totally. So I like the couple. I like when the couples, the tears and the boogers, and I enjoy that stuff.
Do you like the Bopper and Mark?
Wait, are those the rock stars from Tempe, Arizona?
No. It's the black guy and the white guy from the South, from Louisiana.
Oh yeah. Those guys seem pretty tough. I'm not so. I kind of feel like a Brokeback Mountain thing happening with those guys, though. Just a little bit. I know they're really like butch and macho and stuff. I don't know.
See, I thought that about the Border Patrol guys myself, but hey.
You never know. Another group that I kind of like are the two female cops that shoot the semi-automatic weapons fast as you can pull the trigger. I mean, that's pretty good. The one thing I don't like about them, though, is that I feel like if they came and they looked at my legal marijuana crop that I grow, they'd be like, "Get on the ground, you stupid foreigner!" But
what state are they cops in?
They're in California.
They're in California has legalized medical marijuana, so I don't think you have to worry about them taking your joints away from you.
But if they ever seized my legal garden, I would actually be like, "Hey, did you guys want to smoke first? Because you're so beautiful." 47.
You're just gonna be hoping they're gonna. Yeah. You're hoping they're gonna fill up your AK-47 when they're patting you down.
Oh,
it could be too. It could be too.
Any early predictions? Does anybody have any predictions on winners so far at this point? Dan.
Let's go with the twins. They seem smart guys. They're in shape. It's a logical choice.
He's going with the stud guys. Otev, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to put my Dorch mics on the clowns. I really am. I really think that deception is going to come in handy throughout the challenges.
He's got an obsession with the clowns.
I'm telling you, we got to get. I'm telling my producers that you can't see right now. I'm telling them I need some clown music for next week. We need
Oh,
that, please.
yes.
Whenever people mention the clowns, I want to hear that play. Okay,
Yes.
that's for next week. Let's get this queued up for me here.
They've had clowns on the race before. They've had clowns before on the early seasons, if you remember. So it's
Did they use deception of the clowns and the tricks and the noses
Yeah,
and the wigging? Did they use that during the actual challenges?
I don't think so.
I'm thinking the strategy of that's going to be very strong. Don't you?
They didn't have.
Well, I think if they got juggling and how many
Plate
that can
spinning.
fit into a plate spinning, how many can fit in Volkswagen? They got it cornered. You know, they're dialed in. If they have to ride one of those little tiny teeny bicycles, like a parrot or something,
right?
they got it.
I love those.
We haven't talked about the Jersey Shore guys yet.
Oh,
Okay,
I love those guys.
Let's do it. Go, you want to take the lead there, Dan?
With a 50-pound dumbbell.
And I just knew it was only a matter of time before they would get on that thing.
Wait, what was that, Dan? Only a matter of time before what?
I was just saying it was only a matter of time before they were going to go with the Jersey Shore Guido trend on the race. You just knew it was coming.
Oh, they did it on Big Brother with Enzo. They all got to jump that wagon. So do you think that they actually have a chance, or they're gonna pull something like Ethan and Jenna did last season when they don't read the card and they end up getting eliminated out of the race?
I don't know. I don't know that they're gonna actually win. I don't know. I don't have my money on them. I don't. I think
too much chest bumping.
Yeah, you know.
Too many.
They might, I don't know. I mean, they seem like really nice guys, but I just don't know if they seem as smart as they are athletic.
Yeah, well, isn't that the trademark of the Jersey Shore type of guys? Come on.
Yeah.
It's all about taking steroids, going to the gym, doing a bunch of blow, and trying to find as many girls as you can to fuck.
Yeah, I don't think dumbbells and abs are going to take you so far when you actually have to use a noodle, you know?
No, which noodle are you talking about there, okay?
I think both of those guys, like, their mental mindset is like, if there's not a dumbbell or like a 45-pound plate involved, it might be kind of challenging to do anything. I need protein powder. Let's help! I like to help. That's the mentality I get from those kinds of guys.
I'm going to agree with Otev on this one. My money's on that bet right there. We got a remark here. Kevin Saris, Ethan and Jenna got screwed over by production last season. The other team in front of them should have gotten a penalty. And then Brandon, boy.
I like that.
There's no gay people in this season.
I like that.
Not that you know of yet.
Yeah,
Just because they haven't come out and said that they're gay. If it walks like a duck and squeaks like a... Okay. We're going to wrap this up. I'm encouraging everyone to get their video mailbags in for next week so we can play some of them, make fun of you, and answer some of your questions. For those of you that are I'm watching over here, in the chat room over here. And to let you people in this room right here doing this show for our TV Zone know we've had 11,000 viewers watching us throughout this entire show. So we are getting an audience. It's very good for the first show.
Yay.
And right now we have about 1,200 people that are watching. I'm sure the rest of them are wondering what the hell is going on with Brad's hair in The Bachelor. So...
He looks like Rafael Nadal, the tennis player.
This guy, I can't even watch the show. It makes me want to stick a fork in my eye. As bad as Rachel's laugh wants me to stick an ice pick in my ear, watching that guy Brad makes me want to stick a fork in my eye. So,
Ben.
I'm sorry, Ben. I haven't been watching. My girlfriend watches it. I put the headphones in and I watch something on the computer and I try to tune it out. But every once in a while I catch a glimpse. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on with this guy? Anyhow, you like that show?
I do. I love that show.
Tomorrow night, Jesse Sinsak, who won The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, when Deanna Pappas was on, is a good friend of mine. He's coming back to RTV Zone again. Yay. He missed it at home. He's doing his recaps back at RTV Zone. We'll be starting tomorrow night, I believe at the same time, 6 o'clock Pacific time. So tune in for that with Jesse and his cast of Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor Pad people talking shit about Ben. Probably worse than I am right now. So I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Yanni, it was great having you. Dan, as well as Louis, and Otev, thank you. It was quite an unexpected pleasure and amusing having you as well. Make sure you're not wearing your cat on your head next week, and we will see you guys. We will see you guys next week with Eric Sanchez and a few other people joining us. Bye, Kaylani.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.